Hello, this is Doron and I'm here to show you a walkthrough of the game Love Letter, which is an excellent game. Very fast in my opinion. This game is from 2 to 4 players, take about 20 minutes, but depends on the number of the rounds you decide to play. It can take even like 3 minutes per round, and it's from 10 and up, even though our youngest son, 7-year-old, at the time it was maybe even 6, he was able to play this game by just learning the abilities of each card by their face, by their picture, and I'll explain just a second. In this game, basically, each player is a man who seek a way to reach to the princess to deliver a love letter to her. And basically, this is the last man standing is a winner of a round. Now, as you can see here, these are the type of cards that you will have in the game, and I'll explain that just briefly. As you can see in a card has a certain ranking to it. You just focus on that. I have these card sleeves. In my opinion, it's important to sleeve them, because if a card gets crumbled, bent in a little bit, it's easy to tell what card that is from just by looking at it. Anyway, so this card is the Knight, and it has a rank of number 3. So any card above that will defeat this one. Here you have, in this case, 2 dots, which represent, tell you how many cards are in this deck. This deck is very small. It has either 16 or 18 cards in it. I don't have the rule book in front of me. I can't remember exactly, but it's about 16 to 18 cards. And here there's an effect when you play this card. And let me just show you basically how this game works. I'll set it up for 3-player. Shuffle. And each player gets a card. And we put the deck here. And we remove a card from the deck for each round. So there's always uncertainty regarding a specific card. Which cards may or may not be in this round. Also, each player receives a card reference that with it they can analyze, somewhat strategize in the game to see what cards face up there are, what cards are still might be in the deck, etc. I'm not gonna get into detail explaining this specific part. Alright, so this game, obviously everybody has one card in the hand, and it's secretive, but what we'll do, we'll of course reveal it just for the sake of understanding the game. So this player has a soldier, this player has a minister, and this player has a clown. On a player's turn, let's pretend this is the player's, you first pick up a card, and then you have to play a card, one of these two, and playing it is basically put it down face up. Now, once you put it down, once you play it, each card has a certain effect to it that gets into effect immediately. Now, the soldier, for example, his ability is target a player, any player, name a non-soldier card, and if that target player has that card, he is out of the round. So basically it means I can make a guess which card these players have in their hand. I cannot guess a soldier, and if I was right, that player is out of the game. So just for the sake of this exercise, I'm going to guess successfully that this is a minister. Once this guy is out, he's putting this card down, and he's out of the game. Now, I play this card, I hold this card in my hand, now it's this player's turn. This player picks up a card. Now they have the option of playing either one of these cards. This is a clown, which, when it's played, this player has the ability to choose any player that is still in the game, obviously, to see secretly what card they are holding in their hand. The other card is a priestess, which once placed down, its ability is to protect the player until the player's next turn, which means on my turn when I put a card down, doesn't matter what effect it has, I cannot aim any effect towards that player. And in this case, when there's 2 players left, I put the card down and there's no effect. Alright, let's say, for example, this player decided to put down the priestess. Now it's this player's turn, and he got a clown, which clown lets you target another player and see what the card they have. Simply he puts it down, doesn't go into effect, nothing happens really. Now it's this player's turn, he picks up a card, and then he decides to play the soldier and guess, do you have the princess? The guy says no. Now this is this player's turn. They have two cards in their hand, a knight and a general. The knight, once placed down, its effect is to compare the cards that are in the hand, and whoever higher basically wins the round. Basically, whoever is a lower number, lower rank, is out of the round. Which, if I do it in this case, let's say I do that, I play the knight, then these two players, they reveal the cards, or they looked at it secretly actually if there's still more players in the game. The clown, he's a number 2, is out. The winner of this round is the card number 6, is higher, is a general, and therefore he earned a red cube or a heart. The rulebook says, I believe, the first player to gain 4 hearts wins the game. But like I said, it's easy enough to just decide how many rounds to play. The nice thing about it is that the element of taking one card out of the game, so you never know what card is out. At some point of the game, there will be quite a few cards that are laid down face up, and which helps you analyze and somewhat strategize. Whenever you play a soldier down, you would have a higher chance of guessing correctly what cards players have. The card that is outside makes it a little bit harder. Now, the princess, it's the strongest card, it's number 8. The problem with it, when you hold it, you cannot place it down. Its effect is, if you ever discard it down, play it, whether another player force you to just put it down in any way just because you're out of the game. There is a card that is the wizard, that once a player plays it, he can force another player to replace their card in their hand and just replenish one. And in that case, if a player had the princess and they put it down, they discard it, they're out of the round. If the deck ever gets exhausted, then that's the part where all the players reveal the cards that they have in their hand, and whoever is the highest wins the round. So I hope you enjoyed this review, or I should say a walkthrough. It's a very quick, fun game, fits in your pocket, literally, and relatively affordable to buy, about $10. Please like, subscribe, and remember that sharing is caring. Thank you for watching.